It's Thursday here at Muscle Serpents Daily. And last night was a very late night. I had a feed. And when you have a lot of babies on the ground, feeding takes a long time. You know, you could throw the little fuzzies in with all the snakes, but then you got to go back and check and see if they ate. Usually with the little ones, the newborns, I usually leave them in overnight and then I'll go back the next day because the little babies, the little baby fuzzy mice really don't have teeth or anything like that. They're not going to really disturb. Matter of fact, a lot of times if a snake doesn't eat, I usually find it actually the mouse and the snake sleeping together right next to each other. It's pretty funny. But that's the breeding season. You know, we still have a lot of hatching going on. I'm still waiting for maybe 1 or 2 more boa litters. I think we're only going to get 1 more. And, you know, I still have a lot of eggs in the incubator, and there's still probably more ball pythons that are going to lay. This was once again a very busy. Was my busiest breeding season yet. I had an egg hatch, a 1-egg clutch hatch, and I don't know what it is. So I'm going to show you guys. That's what we're going to start with. We're going to start with this little baby. Maybe you guys can help identify it. All right, this little baby was the result of a 1-egg clutch. Yep, 1 egg. This female that produced this baby is a cinnamon woma. That's a woma cinnamon spider. And she has never given me good eggs. 3 years in a row I've had terrible eggs. Finally got 1 good egg, it hatched. And you know what? I can't figure out what it is. I had put 2 males in with her. I thought the father was a banana pastel clown, which would make this obviously, I don't know what it would make it. It just looks weird. But in the past, I put GHI Mojave in with her. So I'm thinking that this is probably some kind of GHI Mojave woma. I don't think it's a spider. If you guys have insights, let me know. It's got a completely clear belly. It's got some cool stuff going on with its pattern. I'm pretty sure that this is GHI Mojave, or maybe GHI Mojave cinnamon spider? I don't know. Can't figure it out. It looks very GHI Mojave-ish here, right here, those little dashes. And the body is kind of dark. And I could definitely see that. I mean, maybe it's spider. I don't know, GHI Mojave spider? I don't know. I'm confused. Help me out. I love this stuff. It's a female. I'll probably hold her back and just breed her out in 3 years. You guys have insight, put it in the comments below. All right, this is one of my guys that are going to be in the breeding rotation this coming season. Super Pastel, Mojave, Banana, Clown, Hypo. Unbelievable. That doesn't get much better than that in terms of powerhouse males go. And he's just, you know, you can tell you have a powerhouse male when the thing is getting bigger and it's staying clean and it looks amazing. You know, bananas usually get the all that speckling on them, which I think is kind of cool, but I don't know if it's the Super Pastel or the Hypo. It's just been erased. It's like someone took an eraser and just erased any inkling of speckling in the banana. This guy eats like a champion, and he will be in the breeding rotation this coming season. Spectacular. All right, here's a great little male that I had produced in 2018. He's still for sale. I might wind up keeping him because he is pretty spectacular. This is a banana pastel Mandarin, and you can tell as he's getting older, he's getting his speckles, but he still has that vibrant orange, you know, that he got from that Mandarin gene that's in there. And I think I'm just going to keep him and breed him. You know what? I probably will breed him out to some normal females I have, because this way I could really see what's in them. And banana Mandarin, banana pastel Mandarin, it's just a great combination. And you know, sometimes you have a couple normals laying around, and it doesn't hurt to use them as testing routes to verify that you have genes and things, and to produce some really nice babies that might be affordable. Because even if I hit no Mandarin on it, or if I hit a Mandarin only on a couple of them, the banana pastels are probably the most popular thing that I have. Banana pastels, banana spiders, those things just sell really well because they're very moderately priced. They're affordable. They make great pets. And I've just found over the years since I've been breeding, I realized that it's great to have high-end stuff, but you have to have stuff that people want. Also, I think that gets the customer who wants to have a pet in at the ground floor, and then you know what happens. Once you get one snake, you got to get like 25 others. That's how it works. So, Banana Pastel Mandarin. There she is. Super Panther pied. Super Panther Pastel pied. Although as she's shedding out, her head's getting darker. I'm starting to question whether there's even pastel in there. First I thought she was a Super Pastel. But look at that panther coloring in the pied. I mean, it almost looks banana-ish, right? It's just crazy. There's grays and oranges and all kinds of really cool stuff. And like I said, the more she sheds, the better she seems to be getting. And here's her sister or brother. I haven't even sexed these yet. Look at that. Look at that pattern. This one definitely has pastel in it. I think the other one might be regular. This is pastel Super Panther pied. Once again, look at that. It looks like it's rusting almost. It looks like that gray has just rusted. I mean, that is just wacky, wild looking something going on there. That Super Panther gene has got some serious potential, I think, really. I can't wait to mix it into more things in my collection. There's my Scaleless ball python. I actually had to help her shed the other day. I had to peel her shed off like a fruit roll-up. And now she's looking really, really dazzling. This girl's the best eater I've ever seen, though. You know, I've said this before. I've talked to you guys about it before. I was really worried about these Scaleless eating, and she just will eat as much as you give her. And I give her a small mouse once a week until she gets up to size, and we can start getting her on maybe some small rats. But I can't wait till she can breed. But man, it is encouraging to see how well these guys eat. You know. Certainly, the lack of scales does not affect appetite. You want to see an uncomfortable little girl here? That is my Lavender Albino female. I'm pretty sure she's pretty full of eggs right there. She's just waiting any day now. And I'm really excited about this potential clutch because I bred her to a leopard blackhead het lavender. There could be all kinds of cool stuff that comes from this. So let's hope she delivers some healthy eggs. And I have our sister that I bred also to the same boy, but I don't think she's going to produce anything this year. But she's big. She hasn't eaten in a while, and she is just loaded. So we'll have to keep an eye on her over the next couple days. And I'm going to finish off today's video with a feel-good story. I feel like Brian Gumble in Real Sports. I got this snake that I named Blackie, this girl, back in 2010. My friend John Scuderi brought it over. He had known I had snakes my whole life, earlier in my life. The one Burmese python that everyone seems to have when they're growing up. And I talked about it, and I guess he realized I sounded like I kind of missed him. He brought over an egg in a little mini incubator and said, here's a pet, I'm donating to you. And I watched this thing hatch. Once I hatched, I nurtured it and grew it up. And probably for, I'd say, 4 years, it was just a pet. And this is the pet, Blackie, right here. She's a 2010, so she's 9 years old. And for some reason, I went to my first reptile show in White Plains, New York, and I saw all these crazy different morphs they had there, and I couldn't believe it. And I bought a male albino, and I bred him to Blackie, and Blackie produced 6 het albino babies. Now, I originally thought that she could have been het albino because he wasn't sure, John, the guy who brought it to me. And after that little breeding experiment, I was hooked. And I seriously, that bit me. That was the bug that bit me. And it caused me to start buying lots of snakes after that. I actually bought my first boa right after that, who still hasn't bred, by the way. And I got her, I think she was at 2014. But that's pretty normal for boas. But Blackie, right after that first litter, never produced for me again. And she almost stopped eating. Matter of fact, she didn't eat for over a year recently. Nothing. I said, what's going to go on? Am I going to lose this snake? And out of nowhere, about 3 weeks ago, she started pounding those rats again. And she's putting back her weight. And I think we might put her back in the breeding rotation again this year. Just to show her show everyone she still got it. Right, Blackie? After all these years, you're my first little baby. And you're kind of like the mascot for Palumbo's Pythons and Boas. The funny thing is, throughout that whole fast that she went on, she was always very healthy. She didn't look sick. It wasn't like I thought, oh, this snake's going to die. She just wouldn't eat. No matter what. No matter what I tried, all the different little methodologies and tricks of the trade, she wouldn't do it. And then one day she decided she wanted to. And that's the way ball pythons work. They tell you when they want to eat. They know. There's an internal wisdom. Who knows? Maybe she figured, hey, I want to live 30 years. I'm going to do a little a 1-year fast, food fast, and that's going to help me get better longevity. Well, from Dave Palumbo here at Muscle Serpents Daily and Blackie, Dave's first snake, we bid you farewell. We'll see you tomorrow.